read a comment on my Neferi video. A guy thought I was hacking because there's no such thing as level 9k enemies. Oh, the infamous juggernauts. I wasn't recording this whole time. What's good, folks? It's Nightmare Frame here with a new Warframe video. Coming at you with a video where I'm facing the deadliest and most annoying enemies that you have in Warframe. Level Cap Infested. Oh, the clouds! What is this?
I'm coming.
Oh yeah, why are they annoying? Well, for once, I don't know, like toxin damage that can just go straight through your shields and one tap you. They don't even need to have the toxin weapon modifier because they're just Not to mention, the Demolysts have weird hitboxes, and they're not affected by the viral status effect. Now, I took a Nyx here with the Tenet Grigori as my main source of damage. I'll be using the heavy attack, not the slide heavy attack, because that does waste a lot of time. It is a lot faster just heavy attack rather than slide and heavy attack and wait for the projectile to fly out and hit the enemy. In the case of disruptions, you have a small window for you to deal tons of damage. Because then you have enemies like the Juggernauts, where they're only vulnerable for a short period, regardless of what you do. So you need to snap them just like that. And these enemies do have some weird hitboxes. As you can see, if I shoot the Juggernaut right now, it's not susceptible to any status effect, but it does take damage. It's only weak when you shoot these little boils sticking out of their shoulders. And that can dissipate real quickly if you're not fast enough. And the Thrashers do have the same boils, but their biggest weakness, so you gotta set them up just right. And also using the Kuva allows me to inflate their heads and boils, so it can give me a better shot. Also, what makes it annoyingly difficult is that you need to shoot, switch to your melee, and then heavy attack. So if you don't get the perfect shot, well, you have to build up combo and do it again. Also, please pay attention because this video will have timestamps and chapters, so you can click on anything and see what topic you want to look at. Funny enough, I did talk about this in the previous video. Now, I see a lot of people asking, what is this focus school that tethers enemies? It's not a focus school. It is an operator arcane that you get from Little Duck called Magus Lockdown. I talked about it on several videos and even have timestamps to the part where I talk about it, but people don't listen. So again, we're repeating ourselves. We use Magus Lockdown. When you go into Operator, Void Dash, you lock them down. It is not a focus school. It is an Operator Arcane. I'm going to be using a Corrosive and Cold Kuva and just a non-elemental Cedo, because Cedo's alternate fire does give you other status effects, regardless of you modding it. And then boom, we have even more. I decided to use the Tenet Grigori just for its combo pausing potential, and because I was just lazy to maintain my combo all the time. So I would build up combo, and I would only use the melee heavy attack when I was fighting the Demolyst. All you have to do is holster the weapon and your combo is paused. Simple as that. The synergy here is very simple. I'm just using Nyx, or you can use any other Warframe, but to be honest, Nyx just makes it easier because of her Psychic Bolts. This is only to strip the Juggernaut. It's the only reason I'm using Nyx, because I don't need an augment. You have free CC, even more CC, and I'm using the ability Sickening Pulse to increase my gas stacks and have them deal as much damage as possible. Sickening Pulse adds stacks to the current status effect on the target and get their timers refreshed, so taking one take of a status effect and adding on to it. However, Bleeds and Toxin status effects get one additional stack and also have their timers refreshed, and all the stacks do combined damage. Heat is a special case. It gets one additional stack, but for the combined total ramped up heat damage, since heat is one instance of damage and any heat procs will refresh all stacks. I go over this into more detail on my Neferi build guide. Since I'm using gas as my main damage against the infested, I'll be applying the highest gas DOT I can with a single attack, which comes from a heavy attack, and simply doubling that application with Sickening Pulse. And for even more multipliers, I'm using the Aura Empowered Blades to increase my status chance and status effect damage with a heavy attack, but at the cost of 90 shields. This aura is multiplicative with other damage mods and is applied twice, a universal faction mod but for heavy attacks. Hey, you! I see you're not following on Twitch. Come on over every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 p.m. CET. Catch me live there playing a bunch of different games. Been really hooked on Lost Ark if you haven't noticed. Been really loving the game. But I also do some behind the scenes to upcoming builds in Warframe and so much more. So, I'll see you there. Alright, let's have a look at the build. I do have Empowered Blades of the Aura for that heavy attack multiplier. Prime Sure-Footed. Well, shoot, if you don't have this, have you tried time traveling? I'm so sorry. But you could just use Handspring. But hey, you gotta use what you have, right? Natural Talent, of course, increasing animation and casting. So good. Rolling Guard for the 3 seconds of invulnerability to engage and disengage from any annoying situations like Toxin Clouds. Prime Flow and Equilibrium just for the energy pool and energy conversion. I'm also using Streamline on top of this because Infested, they have Toxin weapons and energy drain without even the help of the conduits. The only power strength mod you need here is Umbral Intensify. It gives you more than enough power strength. To be honest, you don't even need to use this. You can just use the regular Intensify and you already have 100% armor strip with Psychic Bolts. Bigger Swamp to switch between both of my guns, and when you switch to your melee, you also get this buff. For example, switch, and it also applies to your melee. Simple as that. And Prime Continuity for the duration. No need for Energize here because we have decent amount of energy income and you can just use your energy pads. Just use them, guys. Strike for the attack speed. This will also help out with your heavy attack. And Arcane Fury for even more melee damage. The Cedo, I'm just using the alternate fire. And as you can see, this is all we have. Bunch of multi-shot, status chance, and primary dexterity for the combo duration and holster speed. The new core, my new core is base magnetic. As you can see right there. Base magnetic, and I modded it for corrosive and cold, and the rest are utility mods. My Tenet Grigori has innate heat, so all I had to do was put a toxin mod and I had gas. Simple as that. Condition overload for the base damage multiplier with each unique status effect on a target, crit chance, our crit damage, and of course wind up speed, quickening to help us build up combo faster, and don't forget your faction damage multiplier. This multiplies your damage over time and the initial hits. Reflex coil because I'm not running Zeneric, so I need the heavy attack efficiency. Heavy attack efficiency determines how much combo you use up with each heavy attack. And yes, you do need to build up combo when you heavy attack because you gain a damage multiplier with each combo you build up. And the focus school is Vazarin. Only using Vazarin for protective dash. That's it, to make you invulnerable. And if you want some heals, this helps you out when you get a health drain conduit. Trust me, protective dash will protect you from those toxin clouds. You could get unlucky, but please pay attention. And finally, the Panzer Vopal Philo build, which I haven't changed it since. The mutagens do not matter. Don't worry about it. Mutagens are just fashion. Synth Deconstruct and Fiber pair well with Equilibrium because it will allow you to pick up health orbs even though you're full HP. And that will give you energy. Alright folks, that has been it from me. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Warframe content streams every week. Do refer to the description. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace. See you in the next one.